It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 3, Episode 6 review. Woo! I'm so tired. Sorry this video is getting up late. Me and Monique just got done filming 4 episodes of Since You Asked. It took us 2.5 hours to finish. It is like 11 something at night here in St. Louis. I am fucking tired, but we are saving fucking lives. If you have a question for us, any type of question, love, sex, marriage, friendship, career, business, whatever, send it to since1 at gmail.com. The email is down below in my description box, as well as all of my social media contact information. But let's get into the review. So we start off this episode with Masika, and she meets up with Rock Mouth about them working together on a track. And the whole time they sitting there talking to each other, this nigga just a cheese. He like, what else you got to say? Huh? What else you got to say? Just showing off them fucking crooked ass gang sign teeth of his. And so I'm looking like, he like this full body bitch. He is tired of looking at Lil Brandy and her baby body. So he's geeked that she wants to work together again, you know, and she's concerned though about Lil Brandy acting a fool and doing her little drive-bys and shit that she like to do, because that ain't what she on. So she's also concerned because Masika was dealing with this one producer who wanted to fuck her for tracks. She said she didn't want no parts of it, so he didn't want to do the track with her no more. Turns out that this guy that she was speaking of is Lil Brandy's best friend's husband. So she just don't want no bullshit, no problems. So he says that Lil Brandy won't be an issue. So then we switch to Princess Love, and she's meeting with a wedding planner, and she just looks gorgeous in her green screen commentary look. That like burgundy red dress or whatever she has on with that really pretty cranberry red lips. Her makeup was beat to capacity, bitch. That's the best I've ever seen her look. Whoever did her green screen look, she needs to have style her all the time, because she looked gorgeous. And I don't even like Princess Love, but she looked beautiful. So she's overwhelmed with the whole wedding process, and she's still unsure about Ray J's mother, Sonia. And some behind the scenes tea is that the blogs are saying that she's pregnant by him, but that they're having problems in their marriage already, which we all saw coming. And that when that whole shit went down with Chris Brown and that white girl a few weeks ago, you all know that Ray J was there. And they're saying that Ray J was there smashing 2 bitches, which I'm not surprised about at all. So Safari, Gay Willie, Ray J, and A1 Sauce are all at the beach exercising and shit. And they was giving us a good old Donna Summers fucking workout routine and shit. And I was here for it. They were flexing and shit. And I'm like, give me the coconut oil. So A1 Sauce tells them how him and Lyrica eloped, and Ray J is excited because, you know, this nigga just didn't want no competition with his wedding, because that's his only storyline this season. So Ray J says that he saw pics of Safari and Nikki on TMZ. Safari says that the Paps just so happened to catch them coming up out Katsuya. And I'm like, everybody knows that if you want to be seen by a paparazzi in LA, you go to Katsuya and you have the paparazzi come, because paparazzi stays out there. Y'all called the motherfucking paparazzi because this whole storyline is fucking fake. But okay. So Ray J then says, you know what? It's mighty funny because, you know, where my scooty bike store is right next door, Rosa Acosta got a store, and I be seeing her and Nikki together all the time. So you might need to check up on it. Coincidence? No. So he like, shit, I will check up on it. And he also tells Ray J also tells Safari that he needs to demand that he have Rosa and Nikki at the same time. So Safari says that he's gonna confront her and tell her that Ray J told him what she did, and he's like, should I do it or should I not do it? And I'm like, poor little Tink, because he don't know how to do shit. You can tell that this is just not for Safari, him being on reality TV, because he actually seems like a really good guy that is fucking clueless when it comes to women. Now I see why the rumors out there that Nicki Minaj is over there mentally abusing this nigga the whole time they was together. I see why she left him now, because he's so much of a pushover. Like, anybody can just talk to him any kind of way. He really respects women and loves women. He really seems like a really good guy, but he seems like a pushover. And Nicki Minaj seems like the type of bitch that would just cuss him out every fucking day because she lost respect for him. But he seems like a really good guy. If he could just meet the right person that's gonna love him and treat him right, I would fuck with Safari. So A1 is like, I don't think that Safari should listen to Ray J, because Ray J's fucking idea is crazy, but I do think he should stand up for himself. So Nikki is out with Rosa, and she says in her green screen how Safari is getting on her goddamn nerves, questioning her all the goddamn time. So Jason and his U-turn forehead and her hairline shows up, and she's mad at him for posting a picture of her and Safari on his website. And he also was messy enough to tag Rosa in. I'm like, well, bitch, this is what this nigga do, duh. And how you mad at him because of something your ass did? You the one fucking two motherfuckers at the same time. Even though the storyline ain't true, but let's play along and act like it is. So, I just want to see Nikki with her real hair. Cause she wears the fuck out some wigs. Like, do this bitch got alopecia? Do she have hers like a Kim Zolciak thing where she just liked to wear wigs? Like, what's going on? So she lies and says that her and Safari weren't on a date. He just so happened to come into the restaurant with flowers and give her the flowers, and they leave together. And Rosa Acosta and her each one teach one ass education believes this shit. I'm like, bitch, you need to get some Rosetta Stone and learn English and learn when a motherfucker's lying to you. So Jason thinks that the Safari called the Paps to gain publicity. Okay. Jason says that she and Rosa need to confirm their relationship, then nobody will question whether or not she and Safari are dating. So Ray J is having a photo shoot for his scooty bike thing, and Princess shows up dressed in black and white. Is it a coincidence that Ray J is dressed in black and white too? No. So she tells him that she needs his help with wedding planning, but he's obsessed with this whole scooty bike business of his. So as she's talking to him, he's asking her how should the scooty bike start up, which voice should he use. And she starts crying and shit about how she needs him there to help her with the wedding. He's like, I'm gonna help you however I can. I love you. This is it. As a matter of fact, since you heard, how about you just join in on the scooty bike photo shoot? Once again, not a coincidence that she's dressed in black and white, and so is he. Y'all can't even act like this shit is like real life shit. Like, come on, y'all. Put some effort into this shit to make us believe that this shit is fucking true. So then we see a fake ass montage of Brandy selling them old JCPenney ass clothes of hers, knowing all of those are paid actors that they got to come in, or some bitches they found off the streets, because ain't now nobody walked up in Jolly Ranchers and bought none of that bullshit. But okay. So then Nikki, Rosa, Tiara, and Nia are at Nikki's event. And she takes Rosa in the back while she's getting dressed so she can come out and do whatever at this event. They never said what the event was for, which lets you know there was no fucking event. So Safari then pulls up on his fucking motorcycle to confront her. How convenient. And he goes and speaks to Tiara and Nia at first, and they're shocked that he's there. They like, should we go and tell Nikki that he's here because we don't want no shit to get started? But they don't say nothing. So he goes in the back and he catches Nikki and Rosa tugging each other down. So Rosa turn around like a nigga and say, hey, what's up? Like, what you doing here? Like, what? She immediately puts her dick out on the table. So Safari says he asked Nikki if she had any other side fishy business going on, and she said no. Rosa immediately gets offended. She's like, fishy? Ain't nothing fishy here. My pussy ain't fishy, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you trying to say. So Nikki then confesses that she's been fucking with both of them at the same time. And Rosa then wants to know why Safari cares so much if they're not boyfriend and girlfriend, because they've been scissoring each other every fucking night and it feels good to the both of them. So there ain't no fucking problems over there in they lesbian land. So Rosa says she ain't got that Nikki ain't got to explain shit to him because that's not her man. So Nikki says that she told him she wasn't messing with another man. He's like, you just said another man. You ain't say another bitch. Like, you being real funny right now with your wording. Like, you know you was fucking wrong. Just admit you was fucking wrong. So Safari says then that he wants to have sex with the both of them. And they both look at him like, niggas, you fucking lost your goddamn mind. And they just set Safari up to look stupid because they start going off on him. And so Rosa says to him, bruh, I'm waiting on you to leave. I mean, it's been a minute. Like, why you just ain't left yet? He's like, I'm gonna leave when I'm ready to leave. But just know that I'm gonna still call her after this is done. I was like, post Safari, because they just dogged him in that little scene and made him look so fucking whack and lame. So after he leaves, Rosa says to Nikki to be careful about dating him because he's a loser. And if you want a loser, you fuck with a loser. And Nikki says she's trying to figure out what they are and that she don't owe nobody explanation. And then Rosa gets mad and leave. I just thought it was a bunch of bullshit. Because, bitch, you're wrong. If this, like, let's pretend like this whole situation is true. Bitch, you were fucking wrong for fucking with both of them and leading them both to think that you weren't talking to nobody else. It don't matter that you didn't give the relationship's official title. If you're telling somebody, I'm not fucking with nobody else, and if that changes, I will let you know, and then you don't let them know, you're fucking wrong, bitch. Stop trying to act like the shit you're doing is right. But anywho, so gay Willie on somebody's fucking front porch that ain't his. And he got that fucking 4-page letter that Pierce Face wrote him. And so she show up, and I don't know if they had groceries or something on the fucking lawn or grass or whatever, because it was like 4 Whole Foods bags on the floor on the ground. I don't know if she bought this nigga some food to eat. I don't know. So she tells him that she just wants him to tell her the truth. And then he finally admits that he fucked Kaisha that one time. Nigga, you fucked her more than once. Okay. And she was like, you didn't even have to tell because I already knew. Well, if you already knew, bitch, then what the fuck you been questioning him for this whole fucking time? If you already knew, you ain't even got to hear the truth from him because you already know it. Shut your dumb ass up. So she says that she shouldn't be having to fight a bitch over no man, which I 100% agree. And she's going to fall back. And I'm like, good girl. About time you did something right. You ain't got the magic together, but you did something right. So Princess is at the cake tasting with her wedding planner, and Ray J is running late. And she says that her family will be at the wedding, but they're not involved in the wedding. And she doesn't really have a relationship with her father. The wedding planner tells her, I think you should work on that before the wedding. And Princess says that having a convo with her father won't fix anything. And the wedding planner then tells her that she needs to try because the relationship with her father dictates her relationship with Ray J. And I was like, girl, you better speak to me, y'all, the truth to this young dumb hoe. So, Princess was like, really? And the wedding planner was like, yeah, because he's the first man you've ever loved, the first man who's ever loved you and unloved you. So Princess starts crying because it hits home to her, and she doesn't feel like she can depend on her dad, and she doesn't want to start feeling the same way about Ray. I'm like, bitch, you already know you can't depend on this nigga. Look how much shit he done put your ass through. You know you can't depend on him. You know every fucking 5 minutes this nigga's building you up to break your ass down. So, girl, okay. So this motherfucker didn't even show up to the fucking cake tasting while you sit up here talking, so you don't want to start feeling that way against this motherfucker. But okay. So at the end of the episode, Masika's in the studio with Rock Mouth, and they're listening to the track and shit. She have a really cute denim jumpsuit. Loved her hair and makeup. Hate that fucking piercing right here, like she got a booger on top of her lip, but all right. So Lil Brandy shows up and her express outfit and her express blazer, or maybe she haven't worn a Tierra Marie blazer, blaze hers from last season. So she's coming to surprise Rockmouth with a box full of cash to show him how well the store has been doing, so he'll be surprised, happy for her, and come the fuck back home. So Brandy is shocked to see Masika there because she don't like her because of the shady stuff that went down with her best friend, who she has the store with, who apparently Masika tried to fuck the girl's husband. So Brandy's also mad because Rockmouth knows all of this and she doesn't know why he's dealing with her. So Brandy's like, excuse me for being a little miscombobulated, but I'm trying to figure out what this is. Ma'am, it's discombobulated, not miscombobulated. Worry about speaking correct English while you're trying to use big words and don't even know how to fucking use them right. Okay, so Masika says, it's a session. That's why the fuck I'm here. Why are you here? So Masika says that she don't care because Brandy and her husband start arguing and shit. And Masika's like, I don't give a fuck what y'all arguing about. This ain't the time or place. I'm paying for this shit. I need for you to go, ma'am. So, they continue to argue, and Brandy brings up her best friend Jamila, and Masika says that she never tried to fuck that girl husband, that the husband came on to her. She has a text message to prove it. Brandy says if she says there will be no fucking studio session, there won't be none. And Masika's like, girl, please, you don't run shit. And even her husband was like, girl, sit down, because we all know you don't run shit. But them fucking lips are yours. So she gets up while she's speaking, and Masika's like, girl, you better sit down. I don't want to have to thump your little ass. So Brandy's like, you better check her. You better check her. Did you hear what she just said to me? Let me tell you something. When a bitch gotta look at somebody else for help, she ain't about that life. Because if you was about that life, when you stood up and to walk over to her, it would have been something right then and there. You didn't have to turn to your husband to tell him to check her. If you gonna fight her, you gonna fight her. Fuck what your husband is talking about. So Rockmouth is looking at her like she crazy. Masika looking at her like she crazy. Everybody in America is looking at her like she's fucking crazy. He don't care if Masika tried to fuck with old boy or not because it's business. Masika looking at her like, girl, bye, while she doing all that arguing and shit that she doing. Lil Brandy steady barking, but ain't bite shit yet. So Brandy, I'm losing my voice because I've been talking all afternoon. Brandy is mad that he left Masika talk to her like that. She's like, you're my husband. He said, you ain't nothing to me. She's like, I ain't nothing to you. Bitch, you need to be more concerned about him being in the studio with a bitch and be more concerned about how he sat up there and told you ain't shit to him. Okay, so she get to bringing out the $15,000 that she'd have saved up, and he like, I don't respect that shit because you should never took the money in the first place. And he tells her that he don't respect the fact that she coming there acting a fool again and fucked up another business transaction he had going on. And he tells her that she don't respect shit that he does. And then he leaves out and she's standing there crying, looking stupid as always, and the episode went off. I don't know. I give this episode a C plus. It was cool for what it was. My favorite part was seeing Safari do his pull ups on the beach. So let me know what you thought about this episode and what was your favorite part. What did you dislike the most? Make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe if you haven't. And remember to turn on your notifications. And to share this on all of your social media platforms. New episode of Since You Asked will be up Tuesday night. And my power review is up, as well as my Beyonce formation tour vlog video is up as well. I love you all, and I will see you next week. Love you. Bye.